it's take number 2. Okay, so I'm out here just no dodgeballs, no softballs, just gonna practice using my imagination. It may sound funny to you guys, but it's actually elite training. Okay, it's basically sports psychology, just using your head, no equipment, and basically I'm just be doing the dodgeball moves I would do in an actual game. So no trick shots, just all fundamental work for me. Not many dodgeball coaches out there, so I kind of became my own coach. I definitely became my own coach, and I can coach other people too. I just can't. It's just kind of. It'd be hard to tell them about my stuff, my techniques and stuff. But I'm gonna be looking around behind me and stuff because there's some coyotes in the background, and hyenas maybe. I don't know. I'm in Colorado, so I don't know which one it is. Coyote, hyena. But I thought there were people screaming in the background, but no, there were my friend Keaton over there. My name is Keaton. He was telling me that was actual like coyotes and stuff. So I'm gonna be turning my back, looking around, making sure I'm not gonna get attacked, which I'm not gonna get attacked. Okay, I'm not worried about getting hurt or anything. But so just gonna go straight into it. This is not a video for me to just talk to you guys and everything. I'm not gonna explain what I'm gonna do. I'm just basically just be talking to myself. Okay, so whatever dodgeball moves and techniques I want to work on is what I'm gonna do. So basically, when I'm out here, it's just like almost like shadow boxing. So, you know, there's plenty of YouTube videos out there of people, you know, just training without equipment. You know, you might. But a great example for me to compare it to is shadow boxing. Okay, so I'm just out here. I could so that little white plate right there, that's gonna be my target. All right, and when I'm aiming, I'm always aiming low, and some techniques actually I curve the ball upward. So that's just all in my head. So I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing. But a lot of times when I'm doing this, I'm either going to be aiming, most likely aiming at that when, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to get straight into it though. So from now on, I'm just going to be talking to myself pretty much. And I'm actually going to clip my mic right here. It's a little cold right now. So next time I have thermal pants under my Army OCPs. I took my PC off because I know I don't have to have it on if I'm working out, and honestly, it's better. It's yeah. But what I was gonna say, I adjusted my mic so it doesn't start rustling under my top. I gotta wear I have a thermal Army thermals that I can wear next time, so I'll do that. But that's about it. So we're gonna get straight into it. It's so cold out here. I'm probably gonna only be out here for 15 minutes. The point of these videos, I'm gonna start coming out here more and dressing more warmer. I was out here earlier, but I didn't record it, so I want you guys to see what I'm doing. Besides Sky Zone stuff, cause I do a lot of trick shot videos, but you know, a lot of people in my comments and people that watch me, they don't see what I'm doing outside the Sky Zone and the training it takes to actually become a professional dodgeball player. These techniques did not come from any coach. It came from a lot of games of dodgeball, and I hope you guys stick with my journey, and I can teach you guys a lot of things about dodgeball. You know, the creative side, the non-creative side. I mean, the creative side and the professional side, the local side. You know, the different levels of dodgeball. I can definitely put you guys on. But I'm gonna get straight into this training though. Starting with gonna just warm up into my overhand throwing. Eventually, I gotta get into more left hand throwing, which I was doing earlier, but gotta do more of that. It was good. All right. Now with this technique, I'm trying to I guess I'll talk to you guys. You know, who else? I was talking to myself all afternoon when I was doing it out here earlier. I'll talk to myself off camera, but I'll talk to you guys for now. So this left hand is my offhand. I'm basically shout out to Shada. His name is Shada, professional USA dodgeball player. I think one of the games he was playing like an international tournament or something, and he had put me on. I saw one of his interviews. So basically, this offhand is I'm dipping into that into this motion. I'm going like that with my offhand, and this hand, and my stance, it resembles like a boxing stance a little bit, because ever since I've been boxing, I just been standing like this, and it's been helping me with dodging and everything. So it's kind of a genius technique to have in dodgeball. But my water is so far away. Oh my. All right, so as you can see, that offhand is going like that, and then I recently just came up with the not the offhand thing. I got that from Shota, professional dodgeball player. I don't know where he got it from, but I just came up with this overhand technique, because I don't really use the overhand throw compared to the underhand. I use my underhand like way like that. I use that motion way more often, and my wrist is like killing me right now. I use my wrist way more often. I gotta be careful straining my arm out here in the cold. You know, more prone to getting feeling hurt, straining my arm out in the cold. Yeah, so actually, when I was in Indiana with my local tournament, I just came up with the, come on now, I gotta dip this. I'm gonna be talking to myself as I go, so I can reminder to, because I have a habit of sometimes using my offhand, or sometimes not using my offhand. Some throwing techniques, I don't really need my offhand. It kind of gets in the way, but with the overhand, it's definitely necessary. But when I was in Indiana, I used to go to Sky Zone and practice for my local tournament. It went well the second time around, but the first month, it was just a learning experience. I wasn't really underskilled or anything compared to my teammates. It was just experience kind of thing, getting used to the environment, knowing what to wear, what works, what doesn't work, stuff like that. But what I'm trying to get at is that I came up with this technique. Even though I have been throwing overhand a lot over the time, it kind of got buried under the sand as I came up with my slide arm and underhand technique. I kind of like left it in the dust a little bit, because slide arm, side arm, and underhand, that's my favorite. That's my thing right there. That's my thing. Big man ting. That's my big man ting. But I kind of perfected it. I totally perfected it when I was at Sky Zone. I had these like big glow in the dark dodgeballs, and then I hope I'm not like too out of frame. I just noticed that I'm like moving like. Oh, what's good, Burke? I don't know if you're still in here, Burke, but what's good? Oh, hey, Burke, I was in your stream a few days ago, but I don't think it was either you. I was in either your stream, if you've been streaming lately, or it was probably Parker. No, I definitely would join your stream. I think you were streaming on TikTok or something. I don't know. I forgot what it was, but I don't know what it was. But anyway, yes. Okay, I'm back. I'm better in frame now, as I just say. But I basically perfected my technique at Sky Zone. My overhand technique, and I'm still not using my offhand like I wanted to. But I kind of centered the camera right here towards like kind of like down the line of where you would actually like have a picture in the hitter. It just feels better this way. Have something to throw at. Have some direction to throw out. I eventually, when I get dodgeballs, okay, so I'm gonna start out with getting dodgeballs, and then I'm gonna get mix. I'm gonna get some off-brand mixed dodgeballs, and then mix them in with the pro dodgeballs. With the mixed pro dodgeballs, that's because I can get way more off-brand dodgeballs, good quality ones. So then I'm not running back and forth trying to pick up the dodgeballs to reposition and stuff. So yeah. So that's my thing. I was streaming literally like 10 minutes ago. I had to end it and then start this stream up again because my friend Keaton was walking by from doing he did like a mile run. Bro, it's too cold to be sweating. He was sweating. He was doing a mile run. When I release off my middle finger, my index finger. But I found out I'm not too shabby. At releasing of the middle finger and the ring finger. If I release off the middle finger and ring finger, I can aim the ball more straight. But when I release off my usual fingers, then I can actually aim a little bit better. I'm more accurate and I can get more power into the throws. Because that's what I've been training myself on all these years. But it's good to know I can release the ball off of different fingers, just in case. Alright, I'm getting tired of doing this overhand throw. But it's good. It's good practice. I like to keep my knees bent. Cause then I can be more snappy. The reason I really love my I'm gonna get a little closer so you guys can see me better. But the reason I keep my I stepped away as I said I was gonna get closer. I meant closer that way. But the reason I keep a boxing stance is because it just feels so comfortable. Like look at this, you know. Like I just feel so comfortable with dodging and stuff, and it helps keep that pivot foot, because you know in boxing when you're throwing uppercuts and hooks and step through straights and stuff, you can get that pivot in there. Boxing is really cool. I might get back into it eventually down the road. As sparring, no, I'm not getting back into sparring. Frick no. Got my head taken off. I get tapped in the head 3 times and I'm already want to go night. But as far as boxing training and stuff like that, it helps me so well with dodgeball. That's like my foundation with dodgeball and how I got better. So yeah, so for any throw, let me see. Yeah, so for any throw, the first thing that moves is my pivot foot, pivoting towards the target. All right, so now we're gonna do some underhand throws. Can't show you guys everything right now, as far as I mean like technique wise, because you won't really see a difference with me facing my back towards you guys. Example, I can release the ball at the same point, but depending on how I flick it is the direction of the ball is going to change. So when I'm here, I'm curving the ball this way, but I can also, with that same motion, kind of with the same motion, as you can see, what my point is, I really don't have to release that way like this. I don't really have to release that way to get the ball to curve that way. I can release down the line and then just flick the ball and make it curve that way. And vice versa, I can release down the same center line and then make the ball curve that way. And I really want to practice curving the ball that way because it is unpredictable, you know? Like, I love curving the ball this way because it's easy and that's what I'm used to. And yeah, I'm right-handed, so it makes sense that it's easier to curve the ball to the left. But I found out I can when I was in college, I practiced curving the ball like that and curving it that way, and it's hard, you know. I'm not able to curve it as hard as I want to, like since I'm right-handed, I can slice the ball right, like almost like perpendicular, I want to say, to where I am. So if there's someone like standing right next to me, I could probably slice it and then get that ball to curve to hit somebody right next to me. But I can't do that when it comes to curving the ball this way, because I have to twist my hand. So there's two ways I can curve this, that I know how to curve the ball this way, is underhand like this down the center line, but flicking the ball some kind of way that I will show you guys one day to where it's curving that way. So when I get a target, my point is I'm gonna get dodgeballs first, play the dodgeballs. You guys are gonna see me practicing with dodgeballs, and then I'm gonna bring in targets, and then we're practicing throwing the balls at the targets, and then you guys can really get to see how I'm curving the ball into the targets and stuff like that. But what was I gonna say? So that's one way, underhand, curving the ball, flicking it that way. Another way is overhand. Overhand. Now that I think about it, I just thought of something. So overhand, I can curve the ball this way by basically the same technique underhand, but overhand. So I'm flicking the ball to the right underhand, and I'm flicking the ball to the right overhand, basically. So I can be centered as if I'm throwing the ball straight, look straight, but then I flick the ball and I can curve it right. But I just realized something. Even though I sometimes do that when I'm throwing overhand, I flick the ball right, and so it curves right. I have not tried to do it when I'm curving it left. So I haven't tried to curve it left with an overhand, and that might be a new trick that I'll come up with, that I'll practice. I don't think it'll be too hard either. Let me try it. Imagination. I don't think it'd be too hard. I think that would be easy. Might be off a little bit with the accuracy, but I can definitely pin that down. That was regular throw. I don't even know what I just threw. The only thing is, my hand will have to be on the right side of the ball, and then I'll have to curve it. I'm using my imagination right now, guys. So, ball, hand on the right side of the ball. I flick it to the left. It curves left. That's nasty. I can be way more effective at doing it left because I'm right-handed than I am doing it flicking the ball right. I can just imagine right now I can have two targets right there and have the dodgeballs behind me and just going back and forth, flick, switching the flicks and stuff. Oh, buddy. All right. What else want to practice? Earlier I was practicing my my slices, where I slice the ball this way, and then I can slice the ball diagonally, and my hands are slightly getting freezing. My hands are getting frozen right now. So I'm not going to end the stream right now. I'm just checking the stream right now. You're Keaton. No, I'm not throwing anything. My friend Burke was asking if I was throwing something. I'm not throwing anything. I don't have anything to throw but a softball, and bringing my net is a pain. We found that out pretty quickly. Bringing my net out here is a pain. Actually, it used to be a pain, but now it's just I need a better way to stick it in the ground. But so what I was saying is I know how to do slices. So I have this curve called a J curve. Depending on how I'm good, I'm able to squeeze the ball, and depending on the ball, I can get this technique down. I don't know what I'm talking about, but what I'm basically saying is I'm really good with this technique. I feel comfortable doing it now. Recently, I started doing it with an 8-inch dodgeball, 8-inch foam dodgeball at my local tournament, but I've always been comfortable with doing it with a mixed dodgeball. Mixed, no sting is what I'm trying to say. Not mixed. No sting dodgeball, rubber dodgeball. I'm gonna just go with rubber dodgeball, not the big ones, not the 8.5s, the 7-inch rubber ones, or the 6-inch. Hold on. The rubber dodgeballs, I gotta practice the J curves. Okay, I do ground the ball a lot before it hits the target, and it puts a lot of stress on my fingers. That's another thing. Those dodgeballs put so much stress on my fingers. I got so good with the technique, but my fingers have not gotten stronger. I'm somehow able to put on more torque on the dodgeball, but for some reason my fingers went from literally when I first started doing this technique with the mixed dodgeballs, I would have the side of the skin besides your fingernail, the side of it. So basically the skin on the side of the fingernail, that would like twist inward into the fingernail, and I would cut myself. I would sometimes be bleeding after a dodgeball session for like an hour or two. It bothered me the first few times, but after I got used to it, it kind of hardened up. I still remember what finger it was. That area kind of hardened up, so I kind of like stopped bleeding in that area. So that skin got harder. I know some training that I can do to help get stronger fingers. So I'm basically gonna do like a rice bucket training. Rice bucket training for people who just want to get stronger grip and bigger fingers, stronger fingers. So with this technique, my fingers will get stronger. But the more important thing is the skin. I want the skin to get stronger, and I have what I need to recover and to maintain that. I have the serum needed. I think it's called balsam oil, or you can say palm oil. I have. I got it from so basically, doing this training kind of reminds me of doing like rock climbing training, basically, because you're just working your hands and grip and stuff like that. So I got it from a store. Shout out to Swole Animal on Instagram. I think that guy has like 800, maybe 900K followers on Instagram. He does a lot of he has a lot of inventions and he does a lot of workouts with his body, without equipment and stuff like that. So he's really good. He's very, very grounded. But let's get into this throwing though, slicing. I'm calling it a slice because I'm putting my full curve into the ball. Okay, a lot of times when I curve the ball, I'm not trying to put maximum curve on the ball unless I'm okay with sacrificing speed for curve in that moment, or depending on the technique I'm using. So I'm gonna just say overhand slice. My overhand slice is a full curve, just putting everything into that curve and power into that throw. And then I have another curve called J curve. So basically, imagine the letter J, how it goes down a little bit, but curves like that. So basically, that's my J curve. And then my full-on just overhand slice is just gonna be like just a diagonal slice into your ankles. All right. So let me do that. I'm doing my overhand slice right now, where I'm making sure my technique is good. I'm grounded. My knees are bent. Yeah. I'm playing back times I used this technique on people, and when it worked. This technique works best when trying to catch somebody off guard who loves catching dodgeballs. If you got somebody who loves catching dodgeball, you can curve it off their center line. So this is their catching zone. You can curve it across their body to hopefully get them to reach for the ball and drop it, or miss the catch some kind of way. Or you can be more safe and aim for the ankles. More effective that way. Ankle shots. Like I said earlier, I'm looking around, making sure there's no coyotes nearby. Anyway. A lot of times I just stand here. And enjoy the moment. But right now, the more I stand here, the more my hands get frozen, and the more I realize I should really wait. I have gloves. Guys, I have gloves in my pocket. I just realized that. I was actually prepared to work today, even though I didn't have any work to do today. And look at here, I got gloves. Not made for cold weather, but warm enough, well put together gloves to keep my hands warm for right now. So let's practice that overhand slice. J curve is different because I'm putting less curve into it. So slice is just a curve, but full power curve, like maximum curve. Dang near maximum curve, maybe not maximum curve. It's starting to stink really bad. Don't know what that smell is. Anyway, right here, and then so about the J curve, it's not a full curve. It's more of a floating the ball, because I really want that ball to go down, but also sideways into their legs. All right, I'm not throwing that ball at their stomach. I can probably get away with throwing a slice at their stomach, but I doubt it. But I wish I can show you guys the difference, but it's a very small difference. So the person in front of me wouldn't be able to see the difference, but I will. I will know the difference. Gotta put my offhand into it. I'm not really aiming at the plate anymore. So that's overhand slice. J curve, I don't even know if I can do that with my imagination, because J curve and overhand slice is kind of very similar. Like, I just came up with the slice, and that was for when I'm having a rubber dodgeball. The slice is more for a rubber dodgeball, because when I do the slice, whenever I try the regular J curve with a bigger foam dodgeball, it wouldn't work out. But then when I put a more aggressive slice into the ball with the same motion, so the difference between that I can really show you guys visually. The difference between my overhand slice is that basically I have my chopping hand, and my chopping hand's really close to my head. And I'm slicing like that. J curve, kind of more out when I release the ball. It's a little more outward when I release the ball because I really want that ball to curve into them. So it's basically like curving the ball like that, sideways, but from an overhand motion. So I'm gonna wear a beanie next time. I have a beanie that I can wear, and that way, no excuse of why I don't have a PC on if someone asks me. But yeah, that's J curve. That's the overhand slice. I haven't been practicing the J curve lately. I changed techniques based on the ball and the situation, based on the league, basically. Based on the league. It's just a lot of things that go into what techniques I use and not use. But most of it is just not really to experience. I heard an explosion behind me. It's kind of boomy. A lot of distractions out here, guys. You got people running the track over there. I might see them running. Make sure it's not an animal running. A lot of helicopters sometimes. I heard a boom for the first time. I don't know what that was, but sometimes there are people shooting at the range over there. But I'm gonna do my J curve though. Some more slow motion. I'm gonna make sure I get the technique right, since I'm not aiming at anything right now. Okay, that explosion was way bigger, and I'm gonna speed things up because I don't want to be out here anymore. Oh, there's a gunshot. There's a gunshot. J curve looking nice. So yeah, basically J curve. I'm having the ball out here like this, overhand slice. It's like this. Overhand slice, J curve. Overhand slice, J curve. Now, for one of the techniques, I wish I can get down. Wish I can actually hit somebody with it. So now I'm going to practice last technique. Basically practicing the same things I did earlier. Repetition is key. Yeah, so I'm gonna just keep coming out here until I get dodgeballs. I can low-key buy dodgeballs right now, but I'm using somebody's house to what's it called, to get packages right now. Yeah, so until next week I'll get my own area for packages. Last technique I'm gonna practice and I'm gonna go. We're doing a full slice. What's it called? What should I call this? It's like, so basically what I was explaining earlier. When I do a full slice, I can basically hit somebody that's right next to me but far away if I need to. If they're far away, they have to be far away. But basically this technique is for, so I'm standing right here. Imagine that plate. Okay, not imagine the plate. You see the plate. That plate's right there. All right. Say that's a person over there. All right. That's your friend Jimmy over there. This technique that I have is I feel like I came up with the name earlier and I just forgot it. But I know I'm doing a slice. So I don't know. You guys tell me what I should call it. But basically this whole line right here, imaginary line. This side is my side, my team. That side is your team, okay? That's your friend Jimmy over there on that white plate over there, all right? And your team has dodgeballs. I'm the only one with a dodgeball, okay? So maybe I want to fake out them, thinking I'm going to throw the ball at them, thinking I'm gonna throw a little sidearm or underhand throw at them. But actually, Jimmy does not see me. I see Jimmy. Jimmy is paying attention to somebody else. All right, so I can actually fake out them, make it look like I'm gonna throw the ball at them, and then slice it. I got my eyes on Jimmy, but I got my eyes on them too, to watch them to see how they react to when I throw this ball. All right. Now, obviously, it's not a good idea to throw a ball if you're the only one with the person, only one on the team with the ball. All right. Because the key thing I said, I was the only one with the ball. So really, in reality, I would not want to do that, to release the ball. But there's somebody right here, so I can actually slice the ball that way. So your team has a ball. My team, I'm the only one with the ball. All right. I fake out one of your players, make it look like I'm throwing the ball at him, but all in one motion. Okay. I can. But no, that takes too much time. All in one motion. I'm looking at them. I can see him. I can see Jimmy on my peripherals, and I can slice that ball like that and scare Jimmy. Cause that's usually what I'm doing, is I'm just scaring them. Because apparently, when I do this in the actual game or in Dodgeball Club, I miss. Okay, because basically I'm aiming with my peripherals and with a technique that I don't really practice. So I will be practicing it when I get targets. But I really love the technique. I just got to get the accuracy done, the accuracy part correct. Yeah. So that's it for today. Gonna head out. It's cold. I got food. I can still eat. I'm so happy. I just got a burst of energy. I got a whole Subway sandwich. Coyote's going crazy. I got a whole Subway sandwich that I can eat with some mayonnaise. Because I got some mayonnaise. I'll see you guys on the next video.